sweetest girl I've ever met. It's Pratt.
Apostle, a seven-letter word that is sometimes easier said than done. I bet you're wondering what the word even means. Well, an apostle is someone who is sent to do something in the name of Christ and who brings someone else closer to him. Everyone is called to be an apostle, no matter how you do it. There's a famous quote that states, "Go out and preach the gospel, and if you must, use words." A lot of the time, actions speak louder than words. I want you to close your eyes right now, and I want you to imagine someone who's helped you in a time of need. Now imagine someone who's cheered you up when you needed it the most. Now I want you to think about the person who encouraged you to come on this weekend. Okay, you can open your eyes. If you're having trouble or are still kind of confused on what an apostle might be, I'll give you an example. There was this boy named John Joyner in my orchestra class my sophomore year. He was a senior and is a total Christian. John has never seen a rated R movie, never curses, and is really one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. On top of all that, he's an amazing musician and is in a Christian band. He writes all the music and is truly inspiring. I know what you're thinking. Is this kid perfect? So did I. But he isn't, and he does what we all should do. He just exudes Christ's love. And even though he probably doesn't know it, he has been a huge apostle to me. John never preached to me, he just was a friend, and because he was strong in his faith, it inspired me to get closer to God and try to live like him. Now you might be thinking, I'm not like that guy. I've seen a rated R movie, or I've accidentally said a couple of curse words now and then. But the point of that was not to make you feel that way. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to set a good example and know you're representing Christ. When people think of Christians, they think of the hypocrites and the bad ones. Let's prove them wrong. I can't stress enough the importance of being Christ-like. Timothy 4:12 states, "Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for believers in speech, in life, in love, in faith, and in purity." I never realized how important it was for me to set a good example until I was a leader at a middle school youth retreat. I gave a talk, and after I finished, so many kids came up to me and told me how inspired they were. I went to school the next day and took a hard look at the friends I was surrounding myself with and how they were influencing me not to set a good example. I knew then that I couldn't let the middle schoolers, myself, and most of all, God down by going with the crowd. These were my closest friends at school that I hung out inside and outside of it. I really loved them, but they constantly put me in situations that would tempt me to make wrong decisions. They put me down not because I was a Christian, but because I acted like one. They tried to put my light out and dampen my spirits. I realized that I had to distance myself far enough so they couldn't influence me anymore. This was by far the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But knowing I need to be an apostle and show Christ's love, I knew I had to figure out ways to influence them instead. Even though I know at times I can't hang out with them because I might get pulled back into the old habits, I try to be the most loving, uplifting, caring friend I can be because I know they need it the most. In that way, I preach the gospel, and when necessary, I use words. For example, when they asked what I did for the weekend, I told them the good, clean fun I had, just to show them that there are alternate ways to spend their time, hoping it will rub off. That's one way I try to be an apostle with my friends. Another way I'm an apostle is my music. I know music is a gift I was given by God, so I use it not only to get closer to God, but to help others grow closer to Him also. I went on a mission trip to Ecuador this summer, and I was able to bring my violin with me and play for the kids in the parish. At one point there was downtime, and I got the chance to teach some of the kids how to play a little. They were so excited to get to touch and try out the violin. That using your gifts to spread the word. Follow your heart. You know what you're good at, so use it. You have been changed by this weekend, so go and spread the news. You know that feeling you have right now? Don't let that happening high go away. So I challenge you to this. Make a friend, be a friend, bring a friend to Christ. Go talk to that kid sitting at the lunch table by himself, or just show people how you're changed, and they'll naturally want to know what happened to you, and you can tell them. I don't want you to cop out and say it's too hard once you go back to school tomorrow. I want you to stay faithful and try even harder. People can disregard your words, but they can't argue your love. So don't be discouraged when people blow you off. Just breathe and remember the feeling you have right now. Now go out and spread the news.